What's up, everybody? It is Friday night. No, it's not Friday. It's Saturday. I don't know what damn day it is ever. Saturday night. It is time for Fantasy Grounds Descent to Avernus, and our Dungeon Master is none other than Drake. Take it away, sir.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back. It's been a little break. It's Saturday, November 30th. We're all fat and happy from Thanksgiving, aren't we? Oh, I don't want no more turkey. Oh, please give me a taco or something. But since we had a little break and everybody's a little foggy, let's take a look at our character sheets and re-look at our characters and reintroduce them to the audience. So we'll start off with let's see. Let's start off with Shadows Under Moon. Tell us a little bit about your character, and I'll pull up your image.
All right. It's Marbania playing Shadows Under Moon. Obviously Tabaxi from that image. And Rogue Monk. So chop. And I'm the thinker of the group. I always consider everything before charging into danger. And tend to think I always make the right decisions.
Interesting. Self-perception.
The DM says, interesting.
So, Kalis, Mr. from Baldur's Gate himself, the son of some adventurers and proclaimed bounty hunter pirate. What do you got? What do you tell us a little bit more about your character?
Yes, my parents would take me out. They are part of the Knights of the Shield, which is a mercenary group, and I would help stay back with the tents. So I learned healing. So I have a healer's kit and know how to use it.
The Knights of the Unicorn. Knights of the Unicorn.
Yes, sorry, Knights of the Unicorn. And I have a giant hunk of rock I use as a great club, but that's mostly stays by my side because I've now been using the training I got from the elves and become a arcane archer. I've known Shadows. Shadows and I both grew up in Baldur's Gate. We know each other well.
Yes. Let's do the aristocratic Osmerk himself.
Yes, Rob Tui playing Osmerk Havernack. It's not Havernack, it's Havenack. And I have bardish qualities. I have many an instrument. Apparently I have a cane, and I have some things hanging from my belt. I don't know what those are, potions and stuff. And I'm a human variant spy type dude who kind of goes with the flow, but if shit gets fucked up, I'm in it. I start doing yo mama jokes.
Sometimes succeeding.
Yeah, sometimes. I give it about 20%.
Yeah, that's pretty sad, actually. Let's see, Boren.
All right, Boren is a hill dwarf, and he is a forge cleric who likes walking around and giving people warhammers to the face. And he is now wielding a brand new golden shield, and he is ready to kick butt.
Oh yeah, excellent. For some reason, I don't remember doing this, but I came up with your family crest.
Oh,
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
God damn it. Shit.
You'll also notice that the dwarf has lost his beard if you've been watching the stream. The Drake's joke actually comes from the origins of this character's name, Boren. He was a character I played when I was a teenager, and when I was a teenager, the character's name was Boren von Ironballs. And so this is awesome.
That's where I got that. See, there you go. Family crest right there on your sheet. And last but definitely not least, Eric with a K.
Eric with a K, played by Diablo Bob. That's me. I am a druid. Sorry, I forgot the drawing that you put on that picture. So I am a druid from Cholt. Basically was kidnapped, brought to Baldur's Gate, and and apparently my god's symbol is a twig and berry. And nature. And so I pretty much got wrapped up in a bar fight with these guys and just kind of been hanging out with them for the last couple levels. And that's pretty much about it right now.
Vinny Bag of Donuts. That's what his name was. Yep. All right, and we do have 3 NPCs with the party. We have Fauster Fisk, who is a self-proclaimed gatherer of information and finder of knowledge, aka a spy. And Rhea Mantlehorn, a Hell Rider out of El Turel. And they're ever so friendly Tressum Slobber Chops. I don't know why that image is so big.
It's big.
Who also is Shadow's girlfriend?
Meow meow.
I don't know.
So we left off that you guys had left the Basilisk Gates out of Baldur's Gate, and on this sprinkly, rainy little day, and you can see storm clouds moving in from the south as you guys are traveling towards Candle Keep. You went through Worms Crossing, the 2 big bridges that expand over the Chantar River, and thwarted a pickpocket. You, as Worms Crossing and Baldur's Gate disappear from view, you find yourselves heading down the coastway, a dirt road that leads to such distant lands as Tether, Am, and Kalamachan. Candlekeep lies some 150 miles south and west, a 5-day journey. Coming up the road towards you and passing you is a human farmer riding on the front of a hay-filled wagon pulled by 2 draft horses. The farmer gives you a friendly wave as he draws past. And that is where we left off, because said farmer is not a farmer, but he is...
Give me the shield, bitch.
a fiend. And he rises up into the air, flapping his wings, and he says, "Give me the shield, bitch." And that is where we're going to start initiative.
Is he a fiend or a devil?
He's a fiend.
What? We're not leveling up? What kind of bullshit?
How prevalent are tieflings in this world?
About like drow. There's a lot of them. You just gotta find them. All right, let's get settled in here a little bit. Let me get some of these images stored away. And the Camdian, let's see. He just spread his wings and started flapping it. So he's just above the wagon, like 5 feet. So he hasn't actually got to go yet. But for effects, that's what he does. Drops his illusion and wiggling out from underneath the hay steps out a wagon. A guy dressed as a farmer with a long sword, a short sword, a heavy crossbow slung across his back. Doesn't look like a farmer, and he's wearing splint mail, so he's got some angry potatoes. So he drops off the back of the wagon, and so does another one of his buddies as they're drawing their weapons. Let's see, they can move 30 feet, so 15 to get out of the wagon and stand up. And move right up. 5, 10, 15, and this guy moves up to here. And you know what? I'm just going to get rid of the wagon. As the two farmers stepped out, and Kalis, you get to go first for the players. What are you going to do?
All right, so I look back, and can I tell that Boren doesn't want to give up the shield?
He's got a strap to his arm.
Yeah.
He's shaking his
tell
head.
I'm
He's
not
shaking
giving
his
it
head.
up.
He's like, "Oh,
All right, so I'm going to step back and take a shot at the fiend.
And you have a skill or something that allows you to not provoke?
I do not.
So said fiend, or said highlighted pencil mustache guy, is going to swipe at you with his longsword for dropping your guard. And he misses as you step back, draw out your bow, knock an arrow, and shoot wide.
I'm going to go ahead and use my action surge.
Ooh.
Take a second shot. This
And
first
that
one went wide.
connects. Ooh.
Get this party started.
10 points of damage. He flinches.
What?
You see
I
his
get to
eyes
go?
start to flare.
What kind of
Osmer.
bullshit is that?
And I'm going to move back.
All right. So Osmerk is going to do. Here we go. He's gonna look at the closest farmer, and he is going to say, "Oh,
All right.
your mama is so slutty that she is a dire succubus in the monster manual. Take that, bitch."
Oh. He twitches from a little psyche damage. Chateau's under moon. All the way in the back of the bus back there.
Yeah, well, I think, let's see. Right up here to old pencil thin mustache. Janky movement.
Look at that dance move.
Dance to the music.
There's a new extension that would allow you to move right through that token.
Yeah, being lazy. This guy hasn't had a turn yet, has he?
Yes, both of those two guys in the front have had turns. The only one that's currently on the map that hasn't had a turn is the fiend that's flapping his wings above the wagon. Actually, the wagon kind of just kept creeping down the road.
And how high off the ground is Fiend?
He is only 5 feet off the ground.
So, if that's the case, I probably would have used to backseat my feline agility and just moved over here and attacked him if he hasn't had a turn.
All right.
Which I would have routed around the other way. So, all right. So, dude here. Yes.
He's like in the square above you as you like jump up and swing with your quarterstaff. nailing him in the kneecap.
I thought I ended up with a +1 quarterstaff. Very strange. Not on here.
Yeah, he did have a +1.
Oh, and I forgot to hit the assassinate on him.
Just fucking up everywhere.
I am. I'm freaked out because I know I coated the or drugged the quarterstaff coating over there last time. Anyway, all right. So I don't know what assassinate gives me anyway.
Gives you sneak attack as a crit.
All right, so that's additional D8.
No,
attack?
you're 2D
Or 2d6?
2d6
as a crit.
Yep.
That'd just be 12. I can't roll it now.
Yeah, you can. You could pick up 2d6.
You just add your. Did you already do the damage? Oh.
Yeah, I did.
Rolled 1.
Yeah, it doesn't.
So,
because I
here,
don't
I'll tell you
have.
what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you 7 points of damage by mistake.
I was like, why? What happened?
There. Just go ahead and
Alright.
do damage totally to him.
Okay, so we'll put the sneak attack on him then. Or on me.
Yeah.
Now, damage to dude. And I didn't have sneak attack on her. Don't worry, forget it. Go on, hell with it.
All right. As you look down at your quarterstaff and you go, this isn't the right quarterstaff, and you realize
no shit.
You're all distracted.
This is not my locker.
As he looks down at you, and he pulls out a spear off of his back and lunges it down at you. Let's see, 2 melee attacks. Nice. So he's going to try to stick you with his spear. And that is a miss. The next one is... And that's a hit. Oh. As your thing leaps to fire as it sticks into your flesh.
Ouch.
Singeing you and piercing your skin. And
you just wait till I find my staff.
He will fly up 60 feet, provoking an attack of opportunity from you.
Do it.
Okay. Now I've got it. Should be. Close that. Now why
And
did
you
that?
hit him.
Okay.
Oh, you had advantage because it was still on you.
Ah.
All right. And rolling out of the cart, as it's bouncing down the road, comes another farmer who 5, 10 tumbles out and moves over to here, drawing out his short sword or his other weapon. Boren.
All right. Boren is going to step up and say, Spawn of evil, the holy maker of all things, the lord of all smiths, orders you into his forge to burn your way back to hell. He extends his new shield, whispers a short prayer, and shoots a fireball at the Cambion.
Oh! Yes. So the shield's eyes flare red, and you see it glow magically as it infuses magic up into the dwarf, and he launches fireball out of his free hand. And the fiend ducks out of the way.
And it hits Shadows.
No, he's
Well,
60
it's
feet up.
60 feet up.
I know, I'm kidding.
As Shadow's hair goes, you can smell heated cat fur.
Heated cat fur.
As you realize that even fiends are partially resistant to fire.
And he made his saving throw, the bastard.
He did.
They
So he
probably
took 7
quarter
damage. So
boo.
you trimmed his whiskers up for him a little. It's like, thank you.
And then I'm going to move up to here.
Give us the shield, and you will survive. One of the farmers says to you.
Suck it.
Meow. Slobberchops runs over and hides in this bush. And does a hell of a stealth check. Let's see. Fauster Fisk. What's the range of a hand crossbow? 30 feet. So he's gonna stay where he's at and shoot at this guy. Number highlighted pencil mustache. Twang.
Does everybody hear crackling in Drake's mic, or is that just me?
I hear it.
Yeah,
I do too.
Yeah, that's what I said. I was having issues with my mic earlier. I had to reboot the computer and it still didn't fix it. Is it horrible?
No, but it's every time you talk.
All right, so I'll just be quiet.
Yeah, if you're gonna
Oh.
DM, I don't want to hear you say anything.
So he missed Rhea. She's like, she looks up at the fiend and she looks down at these guys. She draws out her longsword and moves up and will attack this guy with her longsword. She doesn't have dual wield, so she can't draw both weapons. But she will connect two-handed with this one. And as little damage as she can do, she does. Oh, she can take 2 longsword attacks. Excellent. And a miss on the second one. Eric with a K.
Last on the initiative order. All right. So, feeling inspired by the Great Balls of Fire, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of do a little tap dance here around the one farmer.
Oh, neither did my NPCs, but I have a new extension that I can just roll for them. I'm going to throw those guys up there.
I'm just going to go there. Going through Rayla around. Sorry, one hand is kind of making... No, I did roll initiative. I rolled a 1 and I have a -1 modifier, so I have an initiative of 0. If you're wondering why I'm not showing up.
We'll give you a 1.
All right. A bit upgraded.
Is it still crackly, or is
yeah.
that better? I switched my mic.
Still a little
Crackly?
I don't notice it now, but
Oh, okay. Me. Oh, you're moving. Okay,
so,
sorry. I was playing with.
So, kind of doing a little Texas two-step there. Moving over there, and as I walk around the farmer, I basically will kind of hold out my hand, flick it real quick, and basically have a lightsaber pop out of it.
Lightsabers.
Cool.
As I basically pop Shadow Blade, but it takes whatever form I want. So lightsaber, yeah, motherfuckers. Gotta make sure. So I'm going to go ahead and, since that's a bonus action, I'm going to go ahead and use one spell point to twin my booming blade at these motherfuckers.
Uh-oh. All right. One hit.
Booyah! Okay, I think it automatically undid it, so alright. Sorry, one-handed still. Give me a sec.
$17, nice.
I was supposed to have
sweater.
a D8 thunder on top of that as well.
Yeah, you need a space between the D8 and the thunder on the effect.
Okay. Thank you. So I'll just roll a D8.
Burgundy
fix that.
sweater.
So there you go. Add another 7 damage.
Done.
Crap, that's my bad. I'll remove that.
Messing up the combat tracker.
Don't fuck with the combat tracker.
Okay, that's it. Alright, there we go.
Fauster Fisk.
I'll be faster.
He's gonna slide around over here and take a shot at the pencil mustache guy with his hand crossbow. Twang, and he fumbles.
Wah, wah, wah.
As you guys hear a, and he looks down, and the thing looks like a fishing rod reel just went poof. He's like, ah, and he drops his crossbow onto the ground. It's broken. And he will draw out his short sword. Highlighted pencil mustache is going to attack Boren with his short sword and long sword. So he swings with his long sword with disadvantage since his mom was a slut. And misses. Swings around with his short sword, tries to stick you with it, and misses with that. And his buddy, wearing the sweater, does the same. Gonna try to stick you with his sword and misses. Damn, your armor class. Trying to get through it with his short sword and still misses.
They're not touching me.
Kalis.
Do I see anything on these farmers that would indicate they're not farmers? I mean, do they have
The
tattoos?
split mail, they're wielding a longsword and a short sword simultaneously, so they've got some combat training. They don't have a hoe.
All right.
Everything you can tell, these guys are not farmers.
Awesome. All right, so I'm going to still focus on the fiend. After squinting from the blast, the fireball, shoot through the mist and the vapors that are left.
Schwap!
Second shot falls right behind it. And I'm going to shift a little bit.
All right. First thing I'm gonna do is bonus action, healing word, Mr. Meow. And I think I'm gonna step up and do some rapier action on the dude. Oh, motherfucker.
All right. So as you come up, you trip over this rock that's sticking out of the ground, and you're like drawing out your rapier at the same time, and you're like trip, and you just fall flat prone. Poof!
Boo.
Right on your face.
All right.
But I do think you have some movement left, so you could stand up.
Yes, I will stand up because I do have movement. Yes. Thank you.
Chateau's under moon.
This dude's what? Did you say 30 feet above me now?
The half fiend is 60. If you see, I put it on his.
Oh yes,
right
okay,
next to his
60.
name.
Gotcha. All right, so with that, we're gonna move this way and thin the crowd a little bit over here. Yes. Yes, and sneak attack.
Yeah, it's a little too warm to be wearing a sweater this time of year as you clop him in the
is.
back of the head.
It is. So I'll slap him for being stupid and wearing a sweater. Yeah. Take that. Meow, meow.
So the half fiend is let's see, what's the range? 60 feet. So he flies down. And I'm not going to do the math on this, but I'm going to say he gets a little closer and flies down enough to get within 60 feet of Borin. So let's just call him 40 feet off the ground. As he commands you to drop the shield. Disarm.
Ooh.
As he forces you to make a wisdom saving throw, which you fail miserably.
Damn.
So you, let's see, you speak, the spell has no effect on the target. The target drops whatever it is holding and ends its turn. So apparently it's kind of saying that that's going to happen on your turn. The way it's saying it will drop whatever it's
Doffing
holding
a
and
shield
end its
takes
turn.
one turn or one action.
Right. So you will still reap the benefit of it until you do so.
All right.
And let's see. That is a spell, and he's done. He's like, get the shield, and I will take us out of here. Meow meow. And this guy, he's in the bush over there. This guy comes moving up. Let's see, 30 feet. I guess he'll just run right up into the fray of things over here and take a swing at Shadows with his longsword. And misses, and then short swords at Eric. And missing as well. You guys are too skilled for these guys. Borin, so you're gonna drop your shield. And he says, do not let me become in their hands again. This is you like drop him on the ground.
All right. I will do my best to.
Telepathically, he said that to you.
Right. Now, will I be able to take an action, or was that my action?
It says you will drop it and end your turn.
Okay.
Rhea Mantlehorn. So she sees the shield go to the ground. And we'll drop her short sword and pick up the shield. Kind of moving into your square a little bit to get it. And just kind of, she doesn't dawn it, she just grabs it up and then swings at this guy with her longsword. Well, no, yeah, she can do that. Yep. And she hits with it. One-handed longsword upside the head. Eric with a K. And then she's going to move back, provoking from highlighted mustache. With his longsword. And he missed. Whose turn? Eric with a K. Bottom of the round.
All right. Something I forgot to ask. What is the light conditions?
It is rainy, a little dim lit, but
So
I
it's
mean it's
considered
not dark
dim
or
light?
nothing. No, it's not. It's considered raining. Sun is out. It's daylight. It's like morning on Earth kind of feel, you know?
All right. So he's going to go ahead and pop another spell point to twin another booming blade at these two. And seeing that the other one was not really so great, I'm going to go ahead and use an inspiration to get advantage on it.
Ooh. Oh yeah, Osmark, you need to give yourself inspiration there. Because technically you were on time.
I technically was on time.
We got 2 hits because of advantage. Nice. Uh-oh.
Damn.
You see, like, sweater pieces go flying all over the place.
Boom! And I let out my battle cry.
Meow.
Baldur Fisk, I guess he's going to move up with his short sword in hand, wielding it somewhat decently. As he comes sliding up and tries to stick this guy with a short sword, and he connects. Doing sneak attack damage. And we'll also take another attack. Also dealing sneak attack damage. Again, sticking this guy twice in the back.
Mm.
And he turns around with his mustache. He's like, sees Rhea with the shield. And will provoke from Boren as he actually, he can't. There's too many people. It'd be like a dog pile on him. So he's going to try to fight his way back through Baldur Fisk. With his longsword, connects. 4 points of damage, slicing him across the arm. Tries to stick him in the rib cage. Connects. Kind of gets between his top and bottom rib. Kalis.
All right, so I'm going to shift over to the side, quickly draw, shoot at the fiend again.
He flies out of the path of the arrow.
As I knock my second arrow, I slow down, whisper. The arrow starts to glow a little green as it shoots. I'm going to do arcane shot, entangling shot.
As he dodges out of the way again.
And that'll be it. Silently curse as an arrow goes wide.
Alright, I'm going to have to try to do my rapier actions again. Hopefully for the better. 17's a miss. Oh no, there we go. 23. That's it. Okay, it was delayed. And second rapier.
This guy's like trying to hold his guts in, and he's like barely standing. Shadows under moon.
Curly mauve pencil mustache. That's a dandy name. Name like that guy needs to be smacked. Oh my goodness! Yeah. Here we go, nutshot.
Yeah. So you swing at him, right? And your quarterstaff like catches on that big rock behind you, like, and you flip it around, and it goes whap, and you hit yourself right above the eye again. You got like a couple of scars already there.
Knowledge bumps.
Blood just starts pouring down into your face as you blind yourself.
Oh boy.
Fuck that.
For
whose voice is that?
For 4 rounds.
Oh shit, 4 rounds. All right, well then I will.
You also applied normal damage to yourself.
Oh, I did. Well, then I need to roll the damage. Wouldn't you know it?
So 13 points of damage. So you got like a big goose egg. It's all bleeding. It's pouring down in your eyes. You're a little woozy now.
Yeah. Cunning action. I'm going to disengage and head back over here. Just stumble away. Exactly.
Look at your wound.
Wow. Fuck that.
So this half fiend is going to. You see his eyes just glow red, and just beam shoots out of his eyes, like fire just erupts out of his eyes, and blasts Rhea, or at Rhea anyways. Boom! Big fire just engulfs her. She like tries to get the shield up to block it, and this fiend comes moving over, diving down towards her, trying to grab it at the shield as he launches another ray of fire out of his eyes, moving towards her. She jumps aside, and it hits the ground, bursts into fire. He's like, the shield will be mine. Slobberchops is like, meow, meow, in the bushes. Curly mauve pencil mustache is all up with Eric at the moment, so he's going to try to hit him with his longsword. And hits.
Shield. Using shield.
And that's a miss. Comes back around with a short sword. And misses with that. So you like magic shield appears and blocks that attack. Pshing! Does that work for the whole round or just one attack?
I think it's to either the beginning or the end of my next round. And the shield is basically a magical little shimmering middle finger.
Nanny. Boren! You're like,
All right.
what I
Boren
do?
is going to be coming over here. While he runs by, he's going to use his bonus action to cast Healing Word on Shadows. And for his action, he is going to be swinging his Warhammer at Mr. Half Fiend.
All right. He's like above her, but you're going to have to do the little dwarven hop a little to get some meat, but he's still in the adjacent square. 6 points to your big knot on your head. It goes shrinks down a little.
Does it stop bleeding?
No.
Yeah.
As he dodges aside again, very moverable. Yep. As Rhea shoves the shield into your hand, just like pushes it, gives it to you, and chokes up on her longsword and swings at this guy and misses. It flies back. She's gonna kind of circle around. Not that flanking comes into play, but doesn't want him to back up though. Eric with a K.
Eric with a K will go ahead and look at this mauve mustache motherfucker and go ahead and just start swinging the lightsaber.
That's a hit. Boom! He's like, his mustache goes.
And then I will go ahead and use an inspiration card on the fiend devil guy over there called Distraction.
What do you show him, a nipple?
You're like, don't do it. You'll get kicked off Twitch.
Not my nipples.
My nipples. I have nipples, Greg. Can you milk me? Anybody? Nobody? Okay.
The chosen enemy grants advantage to your allies until the start of your next turn. Excellent. Nice.
Oh, so we have advantage. Nice.
So where that somebody coded that already? How wonderful is that? Right?
Yeah, it's coded in the inspiration card. It was kind of nice.
It's already coded in the cards? Somebody must know what they're doing, whoever made those things. Fauster Fisk. He's going to still attack the highlighted mustache dude with his short sword. He's going to try to stick him, and he misses. Kind of moves back around and flips it to the other side and tries it again. And he still misses. Mr. Pencil Mustache doesn't like Fauster Fisk. And we'll try to stick him and hits. Heavily wounding him. Tries again in the rib cage and sticks him in the rib cage. And Fauster Fisk goes down. And this guy will provoke as he comes running over to get the shield.
Advantage.
So, no, who's got advantage?
Yeah, don't we all until... Didn't you just say that?
Not on him.
Oh, I thought it was we had advantage as a condition. Okay, my bad.
Wait, maybe.
Fiend, though, I thought.
It's only on the fiend?
Just against the target. Yeah, it's on the target.
Okay, so I'm going to just take my op shot then. Yeah, that's right. You're lucky, you pencil mustache bitch.
Right, like, I'm popping favored by the gods.
Is that a pill?
Is that a reaction?
That's just a racial.
It's just a racial what?
I'm linking it, get a sec.
Oh, if you fail a saving throw.
Or miss with an attack roll.
Oh. You missed with a 9 and you added a 7, which is a 16 on the farmer? What, on his armor class is a 17. So you missed. still.
It was worth a try.
Nice try. He like puts away his short sword as he was running too. So he needs to free up a hand so he can grab the shield. Kalis.
I'm a DM and a player. Is there a way I can get those inspiration cards for my games?
You guys
Absolutely.
are awesome. You're fucking awesome, Sven. Did you hear his voice? Is there a way I can procure those for my games?
My games.
Yes,
But
there
wait.
is a
Boring.
way. You can purchase those on the DM's Guild. You just look up inspiration cards on the DM's Guild and you will find them.
So
Awesome.
does Boren have the shield in his hand right now?
He's like, it's on him, kinda. It's like, just kind of
It's in my hands, not equipped.
All right, so I'm gonna still go for the fiend then.
Yeah, the fiend's trying to grab it. Kalis is trying to hold it, and you're like, oh, I'm scrolled up. I can't see what's going on. So whack!
One last time. Whisper. Shoot. Green arrow.
Oh, you hit him this time. So you give him the big goo ball of freaking entangle, right?
Oops.
Was it-
Sorry.
Whoa.
I did an
Mucus arrow?
which,
All right. Poisonous brambles
Whoa.
which wrap around the
What the fuck
target.
was that?
where's my coding for it? Hold on a second. Sorry. There it is. Sorry. I had it on the wrong mode. So these vines come wrapping out around as it strikes him in the chest and starts wrapping around his wings. So if he moves more than 10 feet, he takes damage.
Because he's a bitch. Okay. I'm gonna keep on trying my hand at this rapier action. So, it seems like
You got him!
I'm not very successful at anything for like the last 3 weeks. Oh,
thinking
fuck!
you're not-
I killed him. Oh my god! I didn't know what to do.
Nice.
Okay. I'm going to.
That's what it looks like.
I'm gonna then make myself a target by moving there. And then that's
You're like,
it.
bring it!
Bitch.
As somehow in the back of your mind, you think you got to put a scratch or a mark on some weapon. You're like, got to kill. I don't know
I'll
what to
put a
do.
notch in my hilt.
Well, this is interesting. So, I guess using my quarterstaff as a cane to tap my way somewhere towards voices.
You hear somebody breathing their last breath over there.
Okay, well, I don't need to go towards that one.
So he's
I'll go
headed towards
towards
the
the-
sounds of the lightsaber.
Yes.
Like, clang, 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 clang.
All right. So,
Mad Knocker? Is that what?
yeah, I renamed it because I've hit myself in the nuts so many times.
Mad Knocker.
Oh shit! I forgot to sneak attack again. Whatever. I've really got to get a grip on playing a rogue.
There's lots of little things you got to do.
Yeah. Could you add 8 to that?
8 to... Where's he at?
Curly Ma, pencil mustache.
There you go. Whoops. Don't pass the turn when I'm typing.
Oh, sorry.
Fuck!
It confuses me, man. It confuses me. All right, so... He's going to attempt to grab the shield. What is that? A grab? Just a regular plus to hit, right?
Probably something similar to a grapple.
Well, he doesn't have grapple coded, but I can use his plus attack on a spear. I think would be the same thing, right?
It's
Actually,
it's like a melee attack against him.
yeah.
Unarmed
I'm gonna give
attack.
him a little bit of a negative to try to grab it. Oh, he crits it. So he like swings out with his foot and he kicks it out of your hand and it like flings up into the air and he grabs a hold of it. And let's see, your target's allies who have line of sight to the attack suffer disadvantage on all attacks and saving throws for 1 round. As this shield just blinds you all as the reflection off the sun flashes into your eyes. As you guys are all demoralized.
He can suck it.
And then you see him.
Our Vanny laughs at all my jokes.
He pulls out a forked metal rod out of his pocket.
Oh no.
What the? That deserves a fuck that.
Yeah, it does.
Fuck that.
Slobber chops. With his +0 to attack is going to stay in the bushes.
You piece of shit cat.
Right? Meow meow. He can hiss at invisible creatures. He hisses. Oh, there's no one invisible. Curly Ma, pencil mustache. Let's see. Look, the blind guy's right there. Miss. Can't even hit a blind guy. I got you that time, though. Oh, great. He gained experience points. He is now more powerful.
The fucking bad guy? Fuck.
Yeah. Learning from every
That's
moment.
a bunch of bullshit.
That was his short sword as he expertly sticks it into your chest.
Sticks it in like an expert.
Borin.
Okay.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, questions.
What the fork? Silly car.
I'm going to cast Toll the Dead on him, and then as a bonus action, cast Spiritual Weapon and attack him with that.
All right.
I just now remembered to up
Damn
my
it.
cantrips to 2 dice, motherfucker. How long have we been 5th level? Shit. What?
Oh! Boom!
Why did he roll 2 dice?
Ooh.
Why did you roll 2
It's
dice?
advantage against the Cambion, I think. Then he grants advantage on attack.
And I didn't
Yeah,
drop
but he
disadvantage.
granted you disadvantage. Sorry.
So just go ahead and roll it regularly and see if it hit.
I need to just keep my mouth freaking
How,
shut.
how is he granting disadvantage? What is happening for
Because
that?
of the shield.
The crit.
Everybody-
Oh, that's
crit,
right.
yeah.
Oh, you just didn't mark it then,
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah, it
should be
balance
offsetting.
out.
Yeah.
Oh, it still rolled it. Still rolled.
Oh,
good.
it's still applied. All right, just leave it. That's fine.
Well, but his disadvantage granting is not an effect. It's oh, you did put an effect on him. Yeah, but you gave him grant advantage attack, not grant dis attack.
No, that's the other crit. I didn't apply disadvantage to everybody.
Yeah, so that's what I thought. It's just we got to do it manually. So when we swing at
Yeah,
it, we just
that's
have to do
easier.
a regular attack.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay. You hit with a spiritual weapon, did damage. We're good.
All right.
It's all about Araya. Let's see. She does not. She just has her long sword out, right? Yeah. So she's gonna choke up on that and get off of my friend, and misses miserably, and tries it again. Oh, I need to give her that, and hits. As he partially resists her non-magical weapon. Eric with a K.
Did she miss the shopping trip?
Yeah, she didn't have no money.
Eric with a K will continue, beating the crap out of the mauve mustache motherfucker. With booming blade, of course.
A miss.
And then I'll go ahead and cast Healing Word on Felster Fisk. Since I'm slowly clicking, I'll just pass my turn and click through.
And he doesn't have to make the saving throw, and he will get up and move over here and hide in the bushes. Licking
Bunch of
his wounds.
haters.
Kalis.
So I'm going to use an inspiration card. Do you want to do odd or even?
How do you flip a coin and...
Just roll a dice and do
Oh.
odd or even.
Alright, so odd is a heads. What? They were both even.
Actually,
so...
are you supposed to roll 2 dice or?
It says flip a coin 2 times. If either results as heads, treat it as if you rolled a 20. If both results
okay,
are
so
tails,
that's 2 tails then.
treat it if you rolled as a 1. So you fumble.
Good lord.
You like whip out this inspiration card, and so do we need to roll a d6 to see if it's actually on the chart?
Yeah.
And it is. Where do I have those things? Critical fumble effect.
You have that linked
There
on
you
your
go.
hotbar on the front page.
Uh-oh, disaster. It's a total disaster. You fall prone, and you critically hit both yourself and the target with the same attack you fumbled with, suffering critical damage and any effects of the attack. Oh my god. So I have to roll a critical effect too?
No, it's just if his attack has like booming blade in effect or an entangle or something like that, they both are affected by it.
So do you want me to roll twice or just apply the same damage to
No,
both?
it's the same damage.
Yeah, same damage.
So just attack him with it, and then... Yeah, and then...
Enough to make him go...
Poof.
As you don't, this time it's not a fire and brimstone and sulfur smell, but abyssal stank and I don't know, whatever
Abyssal
smell is.
stank.
So I'm going to
Does
stand
the
back
shield
up,
fall to the ground?
use my half my speed, stand up, and shoot Mr. Mustache.
Whoa. Oh, you had yourself targeted. And the farmer and the half-fiend. But you hit the farmer. Twap! 11 points to him.
Alright. I'm gonna go...
As the shield goes clang onto the ground.
I now have normal attacks. Yes.
You normally have normals, yes.
Alright. Yeah!
Oh, and there is an effect in addition to standard critical hit damage, which is probably going to kill him. You also knock him out.
Alright, well, let's see.
Yep. As he dies. And you knock him out.
Did he die? Okay, yeah, okay. And I knock him out. Okay, good. That's how you do it, everybody. You fail miserably the whole combat, and then you kill still at the end. That's how you do it.
Twice, motherfucker.
Did I do that today again?
Well, yeah, you killed the other guy and you were surprised at that, and then you killed this guy.
Oh, I guess. See, it's just such
You
a
killed
thing. I don't even.
Killed Stole twice.
All right, let's get the cowards out of the bushes and regroup.
Yeah.
I'm picking up and equipping the shield again.
Level up.
Yeah, really? Cool.
As I took you guys out of combat, and anything else you guys need to do?
Search the bodies for farm equipment.
Did I roll for these guys? Let's see.
Borin, what is so special about this shield?
Good question. So let me
I did.
tell you what I know. When we were in the building below, where we found the shield, it spoke to me, and I didn't know what it meant or what, but that's what prompted me to take the shield. I've spent the last night in contemplation and was able to cast Identify on it. And what I've been able to learn is that the shield is quite old and very, very powerful. I believe there is some kind of creature or being trapped within the shield. The shield itself is a trap of sorts. While I'm wielding the shield, while I'm equipped to the shield, I am attuned to it. It gives us a lot of defensive capabilities. And so I think having this shield with us will be a major benefit to our group. The creature within the shield, the trapped within the shield, can speak to me telepathically and gives me a number of different abilities, including the ability to cast a fireball and a wall of fire.
Nice.
So you're saying that you too hear voices in your head?
Yes, and it gives me true sight out to 120 feet.
120 feet? That's quite a ways.
Yeah.
Do we know what kind of creature is trapped within?
It claims it's an angel, but I have no way of verifying that.
So if you have true sight, how did this farmer half-fiend trick you?
It was on the other side of the wagon.
What is true sight?
Like invisible and illusions and stuff, you see right through them.
You can see in normal magical darkness, see invisible creatures and objects, automatically detect illusions, and succeed on saving throws against them. automatically perceive the original form of a shape changer or a creature that's transformed by magic,
See the dwarf, since you
and
guys
can
have,
see onto the ethereal plane.
since you left Baldur's Gate's been staring at this shield like, and didn't even notice the farmer go by.
He's been a little preoccupied trying to figure this thing out and arguing with the thing inside the shield.
Does this thing have a name?
It hasn't given me its name yet.
You may call me. And a booming voice echoes that everyone can hear. You may call me the Hidden Lord.
Michaelis will pat him on the shoulder. Hold tight to the Hidden Lord. And I'll go and
I
gather
most
my arrows.
definitely will.
Eric kind of freaked out by the events that have happened. We'll put his lightsaber away and then look at Shadows and Osmerk and say, I think us three need to toughen up. And cast Aid.
I like it.
120 feet.
So is that a mod that allows you to pop that up?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's
that's
called Roll
awesome.
for Initiative.
Roll
It's
for
an
initiative.
extension.
Yeah.
It's an extension.
That is awesome.
So, Kalis, you know that in Baldur's Gate there is a faction of individuals that call themselves the Knights of the Shield. And their sole duty is to protect some powerful shield that's in Baldur's Gate. You don't know all the details, but you think that it's that shield, and these individuals are those knights.
But they can't have it back.
If you choose to tell the other players this, is up to
So
you.
as we're traveling, I'll ask Boren, are you familiar with the Knights of the Shield?
I am not. I know nothing about them other than this group that we just met. And if they're in league with creatures like that, I want nothing to do with them.
My parents are Knights of the Unicorn, but they're a separate group. I believe they search for the shield you hold.
And what is the goal for that with the shield?
Once they obtain it, I don't know. I just know that they search for it.
Maybe you could find out some more information in a library. Where could you find
Let's
a big
go
library?
to the library.
Oh, Candlekeep is a big library.
Let's go to Candlekeep Library.
All right, so you guys continue traveling over the next few days, and during one of your camps, you get to know Rhea Mantlemorn a little bit better, and she tells you a little story that she knew as she was growing up. She says, "It was over a century past that the great troubles began. Fiends roamed the lands to the north and west of El Terrell. Fields were despoiled, livestock slaughtered, homes razed, and people were dragged off to terrible and unknown fate. Terror gripped the hearts of all. The city's cavalry rode across the land, striking down fiends whenever they found them, and suffering fearful losses. But it was never enough. For every fiend they destroyed, it seemed as though two more appeared elsewhere. The ruler back then of El Terrell, the High Rider, asked his people to pray the gods for aid. To everyone's astonishment, a mighty angel entered the city the next day. Her name was Zariel. which also means companion of light. The prayers of El Terrell had been heard, and help had come. Zariel located the gate through which the fiends were entering the natural world. On the fields of dead west of the city, Zariel declared that she would lead the cavalry into Avernus, destroying the infernal host that was amassing there and striking a great blow against the forces of darkness. The High Rider sent out the riders of El Terrell, now numbering many thousands, with Zariel at their lead, at the head of this army, riding on a golden mastodon. With a great cry, Zariel and her army charged through the gate. The legions of Avernus trembled and buckled, but did not crumble. Zariel was defeated, and the remnants of her army returned to Elturel, overcome with grief at the loss of their glorious general, but confident that the lords of 9 hells would think twice about threatening Elturel again. There were great celebrations to honor the valiant knights of the cavalry, who became known as Hell Riders from that day on. So that's the story Rhea tells you one evening over Frankenbeans.
Frankenbeans.
She came from El Torel. Do the Hell Riders still exist?
She is a Hell Rider herself.
How'd you get the Franks up over the beans?
How'd you get the Franks on top of the beans? Frankenbeans.
Poison beans.
All right.
Frankenbeans.
So
Eric, just a point of order. Actually, 2 points of order. One, this is this evening after we fought the fiend.
yeah, you guys are gonna get a long rest.
All right. So that was basically my question. And then the other thing is after a long rest during this journey, I'm going to make sure that I keep aid on myself, Osmerk, and Shadows during the time that we're actively up and awake. So
What's
I'll
8 hours or something it lasts?
Yeah, so I cast it twice a day.
All right, so if you guys have combat at night, it won't be on you. How's that?
Correct.
Oh, twice
Unless
a
we
day.
wake up at noon.
16. So there are 8 hours somewhere in there that won't be on you. All right, so you guys travel through pretty bad storms. Just a miserable, mucky, soggy day. And you guys, over the past 4 days, the weather on the coastway has gradually worsened. Dark clouds release heavy rain until the road runs thick with mud, yet you trudge on, passing by friendly merchant caravans heading north. On the morning of the 5th day, the rain subsides, but the dark clouds remain. Ahead of you, you see a path branch from the wider road heading to the sea. There's a raven. It's perched solemnly on a leaning post bearing 2 signs that point like arms towards the west. One sign says the way of the lion, and the other sign says Candle Keep. As you guys obviously head towards Candle Keep, right?
Yeah.
On the way of the lion?
Yes.
We gotta go to
Yep,
library.
gonna
The
meet the
afternoon
Candlemaker.
sun shines through the clouds to illuminate the gray walls and pale spires of a time-worn fortress that stands majestically atop a rocky promontory overlooking the sea. The trail leads straight to it. So in the distance, you guys see Candle Keep.
Yeah.
So this section down here is the keep itself. It's a walled keep. There's structures in it. These sections back here are actually on islands that are out behind Candle Keep, so you can actually get around the backside of Candle Keep. It's like on a peninsula there. And then these structures and stuff are not actually part of Candle Keep proper.
Is that a ship hoisted up on stilts?
It is. Not sure what that's about. And these are griffins and flying mounts. And so are all these smaller ones here, circling about. Dozens of them. Candlekeep is a fortress perched on a spur of rock overlooking the Sea of Swords. It is reached by a single road, the Way of the Lion, which branches west off the coastway. So, you guys have to approach these pretty large front gates.
Is
At the
Osmerk
gate,
carrying the books?
I
Osmerk, do you
thought
have the books that we're supposed to give?
Fallister Fisk has a cookbook he was going to trade for entry.
Bobby Joe. Excellent memory. Give yourself inspiration.
Sweet, thank you.
At the gatehouse, you are greeted by 3 monks in purple robes, a human, a shield dwarf, and a sun elf. Around their necks hang holy symbols. Denir, god of writing, whose symbol is the lit candle above an open eye. Oh, and I have that here. There's an open eye somewhere. I don't know. As you can see, this is a locked image.
Yep,
So,
the pyramid.
And the elf says, "Welcome to Candle Keep. A gift is required from those seeking admittance. You must donate a book or a scroll that isn't already in the library's archives. Please present your gift for inspection."
Got those books.
Falskar says, "Hold on. I know they don't have this one." And he pulls out a recipe book. And they flip through it. They all study it. And they say, "You're free to enter," as they let all of you in.
And as I walk in, I'll just whisper to one of the elves sitting there by the door, "Silent Green is people."
Soylent.
Let's see. It says the monks are happy to accept either Apocalypto, remember that book found in the Vathan Pervilla? Sold it. Faustar's Fist's book of Kalashite recipes, or a spell book for admittance to Candlekeep. One such gift is enough for the whole party. Once allowed inside, you're free to go where you please and stay as long as they wish. The outermost buildings include private dormitories for the monks and public quarters for visitors, as well as amenities one would expect to find in a self-sufficient settlement. Bathhouses, clothiers, granaries, gardens, and so forth. Candlekeep even has a pub called the Hearth. So inside of Candlekeep, I found a map. Check it out. Huh? I actually found 2 of them.
That looks like it came from
Oh,
an 8-bit
yes.
Nintendo game.
Right? It's like ColecoVision or something.
I know that very well. I have played it for hours and hours.
This was not part of the module, by the way. All right, so you guys come in, and where do you want to go? It's like afternoon, and you guys have been wet for 4 days.
I have a couple books I wish to sell. Do we want to meet up at the inn?
The inn is over here.
I thought the Candlekeep Inn was up at. Yeah. Sorry.
No, that's I'm sorry. That's the inn. There's the tavern, the Hearth,
Yeah, I need
the
I need
pub,
some
the
liquid
public house.
painkiller for my head.
So where you guys want to go? The Hearth?
Do we all need
Sure.
to speak to Silvira? Or is it just Master Fisk who's going to be speaking to her?
Fisk is okay to go into the Hearth for a little bit. He's like, before we
isn't
go to the
Boren the
keep
one who's
proper.
carrying the box?
I'm the
Yes.
one who had the weird box,
Yeah.
the cube
I
shaped
think
container.
once we're done kind of doing stuff around the city, we should probably all just go with and all get the information together.
I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I don't trust Fallister Fisk, but he does look a little like a rat.
I'm a shady. He lives in Little Kalamazoo. Let's see. Isn't that where your character was from originally, and the monks threw you out for being too shady?
You talk too much.
So,
Takes one to
where are you
know
guys
one.
going? I'm sorry. Where are you guys going? What are you doing?
Drinking. We're day drinking, man.
Oh, you're going to the Hearth? All right.
Yeah, we're pre-gaming this shit.
So you guys go into the Hearth. And I even have a little image I got for you guys.
What?
The pub has a low ceiling supported by massive wooden crossbeams and narrow shuttered windows. A large fire at the back of the room is surrounded by dozens of tables and matching benches. Red linen napkins and exotic, colorful spice pouches adorn the tables.
Oh.
Colorful spice pouches. I don't know how to say. There's equal and saccharin on the table.
Cool and saccharine.
30
up,
people can
1972?
dine here comfortably at any time. The hearth is always open and the fire is never permitted to go out. A dozen patrons typically occupy the pub during the day, with more during lunch and supper. When the characters first show up, one patron stands out among the rest. There's an ogre sitting in the corner by himself, reading a book. As you guys come in and you kind of get a glance at the binder on the book, and it says, The Sum of Theology by Saint Vethera, a servant of Agma, which a lot of you know is the god of knowledge. And this ogre's wearing what looks like a very nice decorated headband on his head. And he's got like little spectacles.
With tape
And
on
he's
him.
dressed nicely. And he looks up. And he kind of grins with his toothy grin. For those that don't know what an ogre looks like, now this one doesn't have a headband on or clothes and reading a book, but this is a typical ogre. This one's wearing spectacles. Look, kind of looks like me a little bit.
Looks like Yo Mama.
Ogres in
Yo,
Orlando.
mama.
So, do I see the barkeep?
You do.
So I'll go to the barkeep. Hello, good sir. Do you need help removing this creature? And I'll point over to the ogre.
He's like, "Oh no, little one. Little one is an interesting fellow. He is, but he has become a common sight here in the hearth. We would never ask him to leave. He is our friend. He is no longer brutish and cruel." He leans forward and he says, "I'll tell you a little bit about him." Kind of waves the rest of you guys over. "Can I get you a drink?
I did not
Perhaps
partake.
the hearth's finest ale for you traveling adventurers. It's only 5 copper."
Eric will say, one of the finest ales for me and one of the finest ales for the ogre, because I have a feeling we're all going to end up either being friends or in a fight.
The little one does not drink. See, a few
So
years
give him
ago,
so give him one anyways. He needs to learn.
the ogre, he was like his kind, brutish and cruel, until one day he met a halfling adventurer who was wearing a shiny gold headband. He smashed the puny runt in the face and took his headband and attuned to it. The headband grew in size, allowing him to don it. Now, as a genius, the ogre has felt compelled to learn the errors of his.
Uh-oh.
Huh? Oh, did Drake go away?
the
He wanted
the
to learn the
picture.
errors of
halfling
his.
The last
whose
picture.
life.
Huh? Maybe his mic will
Am I
get fixed
cutting
when he
in
comes
and out?
back.
Yeah, you
No.
had one of your hiccups.
When the ogre attuned to it, the headband of intellect grew in size, allowing him to don it. As a genius, the ogre felt compelled to learn the error of his ways and seek out a better life. He opted to name himself Little One to honor the poor halfling whose life he cut short. Shunned by polite society, Little One came to Candlekeep hoping to learn as much as he can. He's a quiet but popular fixture in the fortress, and the monks are always saying hello and recommending new books for him to read. So, do you want to get him drunk? Is that the goal here? Let's
I
get
want
the
to
ogre drunk.
get him
Guilty.
drunk, and give him one of those books that Shayless has.
Well, he does not drink. He says, "Hello. I do not drink. It causes my mental capacity to be lowered. You should have some more." And he slides it back to you. "You seem to be used to that."
Well, then what do you drink?
Prune juice, please.
Eric will go ahead and walk back to the barkeep, ask for prune juice, and then
He's already got the glass poured.
all right.
It's a little
So-
glass though.
Give him some
Grandma
prune
used to drink.
juice and let's see, the Filthy Halfling book, because that seems appropriate given the story.
Nice. He's like, "Thank you. Where shall I return this tomorrow when I'm done reading it?"
I will
The Chili's
return.
bookstore.
I will
I
return
see.
for it.
He reaches for his pouch. "Can I offer you money for it?"
A kind
I
of
was
nod
hoping to
towards
get
Chalice.
20 gold for
He
the,
holds out
for
his
the pair.
big paw. You see it's full of platinum. 20 gold? Picks up 2 platinum and hands it to you. "I will cherish this book." Starts to read it.
Filthy halflings.
How goes your gnome language? Have you been reading?
I have been practicing every night.
All right.
All now you need is a gnome to talk it to. Spank My Moneymaker book and Filthy Halfling book. Nice.
So I
Excellent.
still have this
You
bank
guys
my
didn't
money maker.
notice there is some loot in the party sheet, by the way.
Yeah, I did. I noticed it. Sellable.
But you guys
I didn't see any magic items except for the potions.
and a scroll, I think I saw.
Oh, was there a scroll in there? Oh, I must have missed that. A scroll
Actually, climbing.
of
Cure wounds.
cure wounds. Oh, fantastic. Somebody should take that. Should that be me? I'm taking it.
The spell book is pretty intense.
That spell
Those
book's
spell
been in
books
there.
were in
Yeah, they
there.
were already there. We've got pages out of them and all that stuff. All right, so I'm going to take the scroll of cure wounds. Add it to my shit.
So you
Anybody else
guys,
want the globe?
Putty Vivus. What about the Putty Vivus? Putty Vivus. Figures sculpted out of this putty seem to come to life and move around. That's a bard thing, man. I think a bard would jump on that.
so for some reason, it's kind of ringing like an Elvis sculptor or something. I don't know. Hey, we got to win this race.
Hey, fella,
Putty
give me another
Vivus.
Jedi donut.
Lemonade.
You guys know Elvis's last words, right?
Bother.
Last
Elvis is
words?
what?
You guys
Hey, man,
discuss that for a
someone's in
second.
here.
I'm gonna try to fix my mic.
Commode code.
Yeah.
Does this sound any better?
No.
Worse?
No.
Same. Crap.
Yeah, we got to
You
take a
switched
break anyway. Maybe you
microphones.
should change mics or change headsets or go to Best Buy or do
Testing?
something.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Say more
It's not
things.
breaking up.
More things not breaking
No,
up?
it's still
Hello.
it's
same
not
thing.
breaking up. It's just crackling. Every word has a crackle, like an electronic short.
Wow. I don't get it.
Didn't you just update drivers on your audio?
On my headset. That is my Samsung microphone.
Oh, that's okay.
Hmm.
All right, well, let's take a break.
But it
anyway.
is 10:37. We're gonna take a 10-minute break, chat, and we'll get back to you guys in just a moment. Don't go too far, but go far enough to go get a drink and come back.
10-minute break.
We'll be back 10 minutes. Let me reload my auto engine. Is that any better? Crackle,
Say
crackle.
that again.
Crackle, crackle. Any better?
No.
Testing.
You still have some crackles.
All right, I'm gonna restart it completely.
Do it. It's almost like there's a short or something.
Yeah, but since it happens with each of his things, I mean, it would have to be like internal to his computer, not just a microphone.
Yeah.
I can't help you because I don't hear it. I haven't heard it all night.
It's literally like just a little like
Yeah,
as
it's
he's talking.
You're
Did that fix it?
Say
Hello?
more
Talk.
things.
More things.
No,
La la
it's
la la.
seemingly
No,
worse
still
now.
Oh shit.
Quick question. Do you have anything that affects like your gain output or your modulation or anything?
Do I have anything that affects what?
Like it almost seems like so in CB talk it's like gain output and modulation where it almost seems like your volume maximum is basically tapping out. And so it's almost like your computer is trying to cut you off at a certain volume maximum.
I have voice meter potato. Does that answer your question?
No. But you also kind of seem like slightly garbled, like it's almost like an electronic interference. Have you tried restarting Discord?
No, I could try that.
It's worth a try. Now that he's gone. Just kidding.
Now that he's gone.
Any of you guys still here?
Did that fix it?
Ooh, maybe.
Hello, does that sound better?
Yes.
Crystal clear.
Discord? It was Discord.
Fucking Discord.
Discord. All right, so your choice tonight is the Corsair headset microphone, and let me switch over to the other one, see if you like it better.
Or the G-Track Pro.
Well,
Corsair.
I mean, one's louder, but
Which one? The first one or this one?
That one.
This one is louder. Do you like it better? No comment. So I like the other one better.
Well, this one almost seems like a little bit almost like muffled, like you're talking to it from like 5 foot away, versus the Corsair where it sounds like you're talking like directly to it.
Yeah, the microphone was a little bit away from me, but I like this one because I can get up and go pee and still hear and talk.
Okay.
And the stream's hearing us? Yep. Hey, I'm going to go pee, stream. I'll be back.
I was sitting here, oh.
I did the other, a couple of months ago, I was peeing and they're like, your mic's hot. I was like, oops.
hot
So
mic.
Gar says, please don't. Please don't. In the chat. All right. Well, before I go pee real quick, I was actually curious what you guys thought of the little lightsaber.
I didn't. You mean like there's a video or a picture of it, or just you were talking about it?
No, the using Shadow Blade with Booming Blade.
Oh yeah.
Like, I really need to get like a lightsaber sound so that every time I attack with it, it can be like. Yeah, because it's not annoying enough to be all like.
Fuck that.
Fuck that.
All right, I'm gonna use the bathroom. Be right back.
All right, so I just made a new Star Trek slide. Let's see. It should show up. All Things Fantasy Grounds Talk Show. And then Module Creation Monday. Okay, it should be the next one. Should be the next one. Thursdays. Star Trek Adventures. Yeah! Look at that shit. Session 0, Thursday, 12/6. Every Thursday, 6 p.m. Boom, there you go, everybody. That's how you do it. Star Trek. Post it in the chat. Private chats, game, Star Trek.
So I got a question. Rob, I can hear you typing out there.
Mm-hmm.
On the cloak of protection, the coating on there, AC1, save 1, it's not going to change my armor class on the character sheet, but it will apply an armor
Correct.
class bonus of. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, it should show that in the combat tracker when you. Yeah, AC1 or. Oh. Yep. You got it.
Yeah, every time something makes an attack against you, it'll show in the field effects +1. Tired today. My son woke up at 3 o'clock last night, and I found him in the living room listening to AC/DC.
How old is he?
15 with Down
Nice.
syndrome.
AC/DC. Way to go.
Cool.
Yeah, it's different if he's 4 years old. You know what I mean? That's why I asked how old he was.
Yeah.
3 years old.
Yeah.
AC/DC.
He's 15.
He's got his fingers in the air. He's banging his head. Nice.
Back in black.
Back in black.
Or there's the Osmerk, song of "We've got big balls."
We've got big balls.
My balls are always bouncing from the left and to the right.
There's a little box that pops up somewhere on your screen.
Yeah, are you ready?
Finn doesn't see. There it is. All right, I can see everybody on camera, but hey, we're back. What's up? Look at all those people in chat.
What's up?
What's up? You guys are ready for some Candlekeep action? All right, so you guys spend a couple hours here at the hearth, getting dry, filling your bellies with some warm food, and kind of getting the lay of the land. Fisk tells you that you have to go into the main keep proper, and he knows the way to Silvera's tower, and he will lead you directly there. But as you guys move towards Candlekeep, is there anything you wanted to do before you go into the main keep? You guys want to sell what you guys got in the party sheet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This would be a perfect place to get rid of those spell books.
I'm going to keep
Yeah,
that
right.
Putty Vivus.
Well, if it's in the party sheet,
It's not. And there's 2
Yeah,
potions
the
of
Elvis
healing.
buddy.
there are.
Yeah, let me grab them
Alright.
out of there. I'll pass them out to somebody else later if they need them. But okay, there's
There's
a
a
potion
potion
of
of-
climbing if anybody wants it.
Climbing. Want to drop it?
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
Just
So the
duplicate it.
spell books.
No, I didn't mean to duplicate it. I was going to drop it on somebody's character sheet in the combat tracker, then I realized that's not going to work.
I'll take it.
Take it. Somebody need to claim something. All right, they're gone. Sold. And
There's still a lot of shit in that combat in the party sheet. What the fuck?
other stuff
none of that
that I
crap's
need to...
Why isn't it selling? It's worth money. I don't get it.
Because it's worth between 500 and 5,000.
Oh yeah, but the bedroll is worth 1 gold piece. It should have sold that. I guess maybe it doesn't do half of 1. And a spear is also 1, so it doesn't sell half of 1.
It would round down to 0. Yeah.
Yeah, that's maybe why it doesn't do it. Bullshit. Fantasy Grounds. Somebody make an extension to sell the shit.
Convert the money.
Convert it, make it half, and sell it. I don't know.
Show me the money. Count de Monet. Count the money.
I guess before we leave the tavern, I'll ask the ogre if there's anything that we should know, like customs, local customs, or anything like that, about Candlekeep itself, or going to meet the candle maker.
I'm sure Mr. Fisk will explain all that as you travel through the keep. There's not too many rules, but open flames are frowned upon, as are bookworms.
Bookworms.
Is
What's
there a
this?
bookstore?
The russet shell is warm to the touch and grants a +2 bonus to
Yeah, if no one else wants
Constitution
it, I'll
saving
take it.
throws. Well, it wasn't going to sell, so it was going to get deleted.
For exhaustion when you're at temps below 0, wasn't it? If I read it right.
All right, let's try. Let's try it again. Selling it. There we go. Oh, there's still another damn spell book. This is the right place to be selling these spell books with even pages torn out. Because you guys just got 1,000 gold each.
Nice.
What?
So I'm looking for a bookstore.
What? Bookstore. I'm looking for a bookstore. You're about to find one. Candlekeep Library. When the characters are ready, they can make their way towards the main keep, a towering edifice housing hundreds of monks and wizards and thousands of books and scrolls. As they meander through the keep, helpful monks stop to offer them directions. If Fauster Fisk is with the party, he already knows the way to Sylvanus' laboratory located in one of the Candlekeep spires. So as you guys are moving through the keep, you move through the main keep proper, and this is what the library looks like. Huge. Oh no, there's lots of people in there. Guy there.
Oh, that's like a
guy
bridge
there.
with people on it? Holy moly.
Yeah,
Like
those
some
are
fucking
people.
Han Solo, Ben Solo shit right there.
It's a statue. And you go through the keep, and you actually go under a couple of one of the big towers, and you look up and you see the books just wrap around the tower as it goes up as you traveling through the keep. The walls of this is when you get to Silvera Savicus. Silvera Savicus's tower. Can you say that 10 times real fast? The walls of the
SS.
circular tower chamber are punctuated by arched windows that are currently shuttered. Bookcases filled with Eldritch volumes stand between the windows, while tables are crowded with specimen jars, alchemical equipment, and other clutter. Engraved into the floor of the chamber is a large 9-pointed star. A middle-aged tiefling dressed in wizardly robes stands by one of the windows, caught in a fugue of intense contemplation. Perched on the corner of the table nearby is a spindly little demon with warty green skin, buggy eyes, thin little black horns, and a whip-like tail. And the tiefling looks up. She says, "I can't tell you how pleased I am to see you. What have you brought me?" And she looks over at Fisk. So, you see Silvera and Jezebel. This is actually concept art. Pretty cool.
What's that little Jabba the Hutt fucking thing on the floor?
That is a quist. He's more like Men in Black. Hey, you bring me some coffee, hey, Kay? It's like one of those guys, right?
Is he wearing a dunce hat?
Yeah, he's got a little cone or something on there, doesn't he? Little dunce cap.
Quasit.
Quasit.
Quasimodo.
Quasit. Quasit. She says,
Closet Frodo.
That is my familiar Jezebel. Pay her no kind. She brings me some mischief and chaos to my regimented life. She says, please come in.
Just
Fisk and friends, I've been expecting you.
What the hell is that?
That
She
does not
says,
look good. Holy
yeah,
shit.
that's
Let's sing.
Jezebel.
I did not even notice that.
Osric's right there.
Oh, the thing, the statue or it actually is Jeepers Creepers back there. Gonna eat your peepers.
Oh man.
Jeepers Creepers. All right, so Silvera. Here's a better picture of her.
Not.
She says, "What is it you've brought to me?" Fisk says, "Silvera, these are the ones I told you about from Baldur's Gate. They have recovered a puzzle box."
I've got it right here. You want to take a look?
She says, "As I suspected, Duke Vathanthper, and this was off of Thaddeus Krieg." Fisk nods his head yes. As she says, "I have been suspicious of the High Overseer of Elturel for a long time, but no one wanted to hear my concerns because Thaddeus Krieg was widely regarded as a hero who saved his city from an undead scourge, giving rise to the holy nation of Eltergard. Hailed as a savior, Thaddeus made all citizens of Elturel swear on an oath called the Creed Resolute." And she looks over at Rhea. "You are a Hellrider. Is this not true?" And Rhea says, "Yes. It binds us to defend the nation of Eltergard." Silver says, "Well, I met Thaddeus years ago, and my instincts told me he was a charlatan. Afterward, I grew to suspect that he had cut a deal with one or more powerful devils, using the Creed Resolute to bind all Elturel to his dark deal. I wish to prove my theory, and I believe the evidence is locked inside that puzzle box." You guys
I'll hand it to her. Yeah, I'll hand it to her.
She says, she puts it down on a table and has you guys gather around. Just from the looks of her and like you're looking around this room, everybody's insight is telling you that she is a pretty powerful spellcaster. I mean, the true sight that you have with that shield and everything. And as you approach with that shield, she kind of steps away from you a little bit. She looks down at the shield and she says, "We will discuss him briefly in a moment. But first, let's examine this puzzle box. Jezebel, fetch me a flask of that dark liquid." As Jezebel runs over and grabs a bottle and comes back, she's got this sitting on the table, and she pours the liquid onto the puzzle box, and it like forms into the maze like sides and runs like mercury down the sides and all around the troughs that are carved into the box's surface. She tips the box, and so the liquid flows in certain directions through the maze like patterns. And the box starts to glow, and magical energy comes out of her hands, and it rises up from the table. Papers start to
He always gets frozen in the
he
most
gets
awkward positions.
God, my back.
You're back.
You're
Wow, those
back.
are long delays.
You got frozen in this position.
Oh yeah. As the box rises and runes and magical writing swirl about it, inside the box is a
That's
stack
Quasit
of
is looking
9. Yeah, he's like, yeah, do it, magic.
God.
What's in the box?
Inside the box is a stack of 9 chain link plates. You can see them here.
What's in the
They're each
box?
3 inches on a side, cast of dark iron, and stamped with infernal runes. Anybody who understands infernal can translate them. Anybody? Raise your hand.
No,
Well,
not
I could
infernal. I have a
cast-
Oh, the
I
hidden
could
lord's
cast
can't-
helping
comprehend
out.
languages.
That's okay, because she knows Abyssal, Celestial, Common, Draconic, Infernal, and Primordial. So she will not have trouble deciphering the writing on this. She says, it says, "Be it known to all that I, Thaddeus Krieg, High Overseer of El Terrell, have sworn to my master, Zariel, Lord of Avernus." And Silveris conjures up an image for you guys to see. Hold on, let me find it. There's a lot of stuff going on that I got to read to you guys. "I hereby submit to Zariel in all matters for all time. I will place her above all creatures, living and dead. I will obey her all my days and beyond, with fear and servility. I recognize the dispensation of the device called the Solar Incendiator, hereafter called the Companion. In my capacity as High Overseer of El Terrell and its vassal territories, I acknowledge that all lands falling under the light of the Companion are forfeit to Zariel. All persons bound by oath to defend El Terrell are also considered forfeit. I further recognize that this dispensation will last 50 years, after which the Companion will return whence it came, taking El Terrell and its oath-bound defenders with it, if that is Zariel's wish. All this is my everlasting pledge." So you can see here him signing that.
It's fucking fire on his pen.
We killed this dude, didn't we?
You did. Rhea stabbed him in the neck until he went poof into a sulfur mist. And Rhea is still stung by the revelation that she collapses onto the floor and weeps for El Terrell. She says, I am bound to the city by the Creed Resolute, and I feel imperative to return to it. She says,
Well,
if
Baldur's
Saria
Gate's
wants
safe.
my soul, Rhea, she says, she's welcome to try and take it. She's like intent on rescuing El Terrell from the Nine Hells. As
Well,
you
according to
guys,
that, Baldur's Gate's safe. I mean, just El Terrell was pulled down.
Silvera says, Baldur's Gate had a different fate in mind. It perhaps is safe, since what was going to drag Baldur's Gate into hell, you have also brought to me. She looks down at the shield that Boren's carrying. This shield is a symbol of good's triumph over evil. Gazing at such beauty, one can easily overlook the terrible force bound within it. Gargoth is, I believe, its name, and the shield like vibrates, and you can tell he's like upset that someone mentioned his name, his true name.
His
I
true name.
believe he calls itself the Hidden Lord. It was a pit fiend sent by Asmodeus to corrupt mortals on the material plane, and there it amassed such a following as to rival that of the gods. In that way, Gargath became sort of a demigod, and having worshippers increased his power exponentially. My, how
My,
mighty have
my.
fallen, she says to the shield.
My. That's great.
This shield has the power to corrupt everything around it. The Hune family of Baldur's Gate has kept it for years now. Doubtless, they'll want it back. But this shield should not be taken to any place where thousands of mortals reside. It needs to be locked away in an extra-dimensional space, away from corruptible souls.
And
So we should leave it here then?
Shadows looks right over at Boren when she says this. What kind of look does he have on his face?
Bourne is a little incredulous, but what was that? Oh, got it. I believe that the safest place for this thing is with us. Take it away from Baldur's Gate, take it away from the city, take it away from the people. We're removing its corrupt influence from the area. It's ancient. It's been around a long time. I don't think this creature within it has any real hope of escape. And I do think it could be a huge asset to us in our quest to save El Terrell.
Huh? What say you? So Silvera will speak up. She says, this shield, I'm sure that the Knights of the Shield will never stop looking for it. You must watch your back. They remain hidden often, disguised. they will try to take it.
We've met them once before, and they didn't survive.
Rhea will kind of straighten herself up and wipe the tears off of her eyes. She says, Can you take us to the Nine Hells? Where El Terrell's at? Silveris says, I can make these arrangements for you. Is this what you wish to do? Try to save El Terrell? And with that, let's recap some background information. This is, you guys can kind of sit back and relax. This is a lot of reading here. So let me get a little clear my throat here. Now, as the tiefling is explaining this, Silvera, the mage, she's conjuring up. Yeah, sorry, Celestian. A lot of gibber jawing. She's conjuring up images to kind of help the story flow and give you visuals of this. But she explains that on the plain of Mount Celestia, the angel Zariel chastised her peers for not getting involved in the blood war. She felt that it was the responsibility of the angelic host to destroy evil in the multiverse, rather than stand back and watch demons and devils annihilate one another, destroying vast swaths of the multiverse in the process. In defiance of her superiors, Zariel left Mount Celestial and went to El Terrell, where she rallied an army of warriors and trained them to fight in the blood war. As promised them that when they were ready, she would lead them into battle on Avernus. Zariel led her army out of El Terrell amid the throng of cheering well-wishers and proud citizens in 1354 DR. In an epic charge known as the Ride, Zariel's army entered Avernus and took the fight to the Archdevil Bel and his infernal legions. Many of Zariel's warriors
I'm
fought
laughing
bravely.
because I'm sorry to interrupt, but I'm laughing because Celestian has just put a random monster into the chat.
Nah. She promised them that when they were ready, she would lead them into the battle. Oh, you got me all lost in my place, too. Many of Zariel's warriors fought bravely, but for others, the horrors of Nine Hells proved too great. They fled back through the portal, sealing it behind them and never revealing their shameful retreat and betrayal. She looks over at Rhea. The Hell Riders, as they were called, will wear this badge of shame to the grave. She looks stunned. Zariel never fought her betrayers, those who ran from the battlefield. She kept a close eye on El Terrell, waiting for the day when she could enact her revenge. That day came in 1444 DR, when El Terrell was conquered by a vampire lord. A priest of Torm named Thavius Krieg, and she points at the puzzle box, appealed to any power to help save his holy city. In that instance, Zariel emerged from a pillar of fire and offered him a deal which Thavius readily accepted. In the sky, over El Terrell, a radiant sphere called the Epanion appeared. And hold on one second. As
Did he say this dude was a vampire? Did I hear that?
out of the image of the the companion. It crackles as she's like using her illusions to show it, and you can see that the puzzle box like sparks a bolt of energy towards the image, and out of the puzzle box and the image, out of this sphere plops a giant crocodile onto the table, and it snaps at the nearest person as we roll initiative. As I'm just going to put this in the combat tracker. As this thing's laying up on the table, Osmerk, you're like standing there with your hands in your pockets, like listen to this chick talk. You're like kicking the chair leg, like, and you look up and this giant crocodile falls out of this image onto the table. Boom! Knocks papers and stuff off. Its tail's hanging off, and it raises and goes.
All right.
What do you do?
I'm gonna have to dissonant whispers.
All right, you guys are all around the table, so you can easily reach it. As it crocodile tear lurches out of its eye as you cause psychic damage to it. Warren.
All right.
You're like
Boren
scratching your
is going.
balls.
Boren is going to toll the dead and then cast spiritual weapon on it.
It fails. Nice. That's crap damage. 4 points. And your spiritual weapon misses.
Eric shockingly will go ahead and just pop up a freaking lightsaber and hit it with booming blade.
Shocking.
It is shocking, and I missed, I'm guessing.
Oh, yeah, sorry, yes. Well, I don't know. Did you... Yes, you missed. Chateau's under mooned.
All right, he's not had a turn, right?
No, he's a little
Yeah,
shocked.
cool.
He was laying out on his log, like sunning himself, and all of a sudden he's here. He's like, but there's food nearby.
And he's within 5 feet of somebody else, I'm assuming, since he's in the middle of the table. Yeah, okay. So little Nad knocker.
The table's straining under his weight. As you're like, Bob! Hit him upside his kind of confused head because he got psychic damage. Nice.
Roll that, and we'll smack him. All right.
Kalis.
All right, so as I move backwards, I grab at a couple arrows, take my time and aim. I'm going to use my sharpshooter. My first arrow.
That's did you targeting him? No. It's a hit. There you go.
Oh, okay.
Much gooder. $21 points of damage. He like shoots it into one of its eyes. It's like, ah! Tossing around.
I'm going to do the same thing with my second shot.
And you do succeed in shooting it in the eye again. And
Victory
it is such a good shot. You like popped its eye out, and it's like snapping around, and its eyeball like flies up in the air, and it's snapping around and eats its own eyeball. And it's such a good shot that all of your allies gain inspiration. Boom.
What?
Wow.
What?
Do it.
As you do
Inspiration.
another 24 points of damage to its eyeball. It's like, rah, it's flapping around in freaking agony and pain. And it reaches over and it tries to bite Eric with a K. It just wants some jungle food. It's like, Jungle-aya, jungle. Multi-attack. Let's see what it tries to grab a hold of Eric. And it succeeds. So it like snaps down with its jaw. Doing
Ow.
15 points of damage. Knocking off your Shadow Blade. And it tries to hold you in its mouth because it wants to eat you. So it grapples you. And you are restrained.
Death roll.
Not yet.
Ow.
But it swings its tail around. Osmerk's like has given it disadvantage. Somebody did. Why did I have 2 attacks? Six and a.
Well, if it's grappling somebody, isn't it also considered grappled?
Yes.
Yeah, but why did it do that? I want to roll that again and see. All right. It missed. Its tail's like swapping around. Faustar Fisk like jumps up, grabs his short sword, and starts stabbing at it. Hits it. Stabbing it. And kills it. Stabs it through the head, pins it to the table, and it fades away like it was a summoned creature. Silvera says, "That's odd.
Ow.
That doesn't normally
Ow.
happen with my illusions." As Eric with a K falls down onto the table, coughs up a little blood. Like, I was almost a pork chop.
Look what it did to my hand.
My hand.
Little
My
Am I
little
able to get my
tranny
arrows
arms.
back? Am I able to get my arrows back, or did it take it with him?
50%. Couple fell out.
Pity.
That's okay. I got its eye.
Happy Gilmore.
Yes.
So,
Was there a ticking when it was around?
So Silvera finishes her story, if we don't get interrupted, and says that the holy city of El Turel has disappeared from the Forgotten Realms and descended into Avernus, the first layer of the Nine Hells. This event came about as a result of an infernal bargain between the archdevil Zariel, who rules Avernus, and the treacherous High Overseer of El Turel, Thavius Krieg. Zariel is capturing cities and using their citizens as fodder in the ongoing conflict between demons and devils, known as the Blood War. Next on Zariel's list of cities, I foretell, is El Turel's neighbor, Baldur's Gate. She looks up at you and she says, "You can be heroes who descend into Avernus and save El Terrell from certain destruction, and also prevent a similar fate from befalling Baldur's Gate."
I'm in.
She just told us to go to hell.
She did. She's offering to lead you there.
All right. I'm in.
All right, but since
She
you're
says-
really into like objects that hold things like shields, whatever that Gorgax guy is, this box that holds this like weird thing. Chalice has this clam that he likes to shove things into. Do you want to look at that?
She's like, "I prefer to handle my own clam, thank you."
Just figured I'd ask.
Inquisit's like, me too. So, with that, she goes and fetches a big rolled up parchment, probably 2 by 3. She rolls it out on the table. She says, "This map may not be entirely reliable. Its creator went mad making it. But this is a general map of Avernus. Now, mind you that Avernus is continually changing and moving and shifting, so things and distances are unreliable in Avernus. But hopefully this map will help guide you into some direction." Oh, look, I didn't even notice it's Zariel, the angel, on here.
Yeah.
Of course, the DM has a map that has all the little stuff marked on it. Nice.
That's
So
River
that
Styx.
you guys
It's
have.
the Eye of Sauron.
So if somebody wants to,
Yep.
or if anybody wants to put that on their hotbar, they can.
Hot bar.
Hotbar. Oh, nice. It says
That's cool,
since
man.
it was easily done, a version of Avernus map is provided by which none of the place names marked on it. This is made available in Fantasy Grounds module for particularly cruel and devious dungeon masters
Yeah.
to give to their
You
players.
know where the fuck
Normal
you are.
dungeon masters should give the players the one with names on it. Not. I'm not normal. So she tells you that I can prepare the spell to get you to Candlekeep. However, this place prevents creatures from using such means to go to and from the library. Instead, I have an alternate plan for sending you to the Nine Hells. A wizard named Trexar lives in a tower miles from here. I've loaned him a spell book or 2, so he owes me. I can have you delivered safely to his tower, and he can use Planeshift spell to take you straight to El Terrell. Even more importantly, Trexar is looking after an old friend of mine, someone with a history of battling devils in the Nine Hells. I think you'll enjoy her company very much. Her name is Lulu.
Uh huh.
Lulu.
So,
Cool. Can we go there
characters
tomorrow?
need not leave for Traxxar's Tower at once. You can remain in Candlekeep for a while. Sever is happy to accommodate you. However, Rhea Mantlemorn becomes more impatient the longer you guys stay. and Falskar Fisk parts company with the characters at this time, choosing to remain at Candlekeep for a few days before returning to Baldur's Gate. So currently you guys have Candlekeep at your disposal for a couple of days. So I think you guys need to chat amongst yourselves and figure out your game plan.
So our goal is to go to the Nine Hills and kill this fallen angel. How are we going to return if we even survive?
You wish to kill Zariel? That is probably an impossible task for someone of your level.
Then what is our point for going to Avernus, to El Torel?
I do believe you are going to try and save El Terrell. Somehow. Adventurers tend to come up with ways to do so. Perhaps there's something else in El Terrell that you seek.
Yes, the
Duke?
Duke from Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, you guys were tasked to see if you can find out if he's alive.
Try to find his name again.
Ravengard, Duke Ravengard.
There you go. Thank you.
We're spending some time in the library. I want to do some research on Avernus, and at least try and figure out some of the major landmarks and what they might entail.
So you want to do research on the Outer Plains in particular?
Yeah,
Uh,
Avernus specifically, but yeah.
all right. So you can scroll down on this to. Let me find it. Ooh. Wow, it's way down. To the Nine Hells, and this kind of information that you'll find the few days you're poking around the library. Did that pop up for you?
Yep, sure did.
Pop up.
If I close it, is it going to stay open for you? Yeah, good. Anybody else want to do any research?
Do you have any books with pictures in them?
It's a dirty pictures.
Yeah.
Eric will look for a book that describes animals, particularly beasts, in very great detail, and pictures and such.
The coloring book? Like Elmo Goes to the Zoo coloring book?
No, I've heard that there's this Volo's book that talks about creatures and whatnot, and it might be useful to a aspiring druid.
I will allow you to add 3 more wild shapes to your character.
What?
What?
Sweet.
For that research. So that's what you're going to do while you're in Candlekeep. Anybody else? Kalis, I do have your note here. So
Osmerk would like to study some fighter type shit, whatever that might be.
some fighter type shit. He's like,
Yeah, he
I
wants
wanna
to be a better fighter because he's a bard fighter, but he's plans on taking a few more levels of fighter, so he wants to learn some fighter type shit.
Kalis will work with him on his ranged weaponry and some basic hand-to-hand.
You're supposed to use this pointy end of the rapier. Like this.
Oh, so I shouldn't have been using the handle to attack with. Got it.
And you got to take the little ball off of the end.
Do I get 3 more wild shapes? What do I get?
You don't. However, I will give you 500 XP,
Oh, that's huge.
right? I think I got to do that for you, though, don't I?
Yeah, I don't think I can do it. 77.94, I can't do it.
I'm going to see if
Nice.
Chalice is going to see if he can find a gnome with which he can practice. Get some tutelage.
Yes, I will allow you to finish up and know the gnomish language. You can add that to your character sheet and delete those books because you don't no longer need to carry around a book on how to speak gnomish because you are fluent.
So, Shadows, thinking about his monastic origins, starts thinking more and more about it. Some of those forbidden books. There was a book about the way of shadow, and he'll be looking for a copy of the way of shadow in prep for some upcoming changes.
Okay, I got you. That's it. Everybody give me... Oh, wait, I got the power here. I've got the power. Let's do this again.
I got the power.
I've got the power. Staying alive. Staying. Oh, so Kalis, while you're... Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Who didn't roll?
What are we looking for? You didn't say. Yeah, it comes on the screen. Gotcha.
It's a big pop up there. It's still Kalis.
Pop up.
Kalis, while you're studying in the library and stuff, you're like gnome. Somehow you ended up in the D's. You don't know how you ended up in the D's, but you find a book that you find kind of interesting. I got 2 of them reading away, and 3 of you guys are staring. So the other 3 that are staring, I am gonna. I'll have you guys go ahead and start looking at something, because as you guys start gathering all your stuff up and your knowledge, and you spend let's say 2 days here resting and getting ready to travel. I pushed you guys a long rest. We can add this encounter to the party sheet. Oh, I'll just change that. Make that easy. And get rid of the crocodile. Thanks, Celestian. We appreciate it. 1800 XP for the crocodile, though. Thank you,
What?
Celestian.
That's right.
Nice. Woot woot.
What?
What?
And let's go ahead and since I did that, why didn't you award? What's going on?
What the hell's going on?
Is it marked as given or?
Yeah, but it must have already given them to you. Okay, I forgot. It does that automatically now, so I'll get rid of those. So yeah, you got XP for that when I gave you a long rest already. All right, so as you guys are gathering all your stuff, getting ready to leave, Silvera says, I have gathered some of my spare magical items for you for bringing me the puzzle box and information on the shield. Mind you, if you ever want to bring it back, I know a place to keep it safe and out of harm's reach. Be careful with that shield.
He is a powerful being. And she is going to present to you guys some potions and scrolls that she has. Several of them, actually. I'm going to throw these in the inventory. Boop. So she gives you guys 2 elixirs of health, an oil of etherealness, 5 potions of fire resistance, 5 potions of greater healing, a scroll of awaken, dimension door, mass cure wounds, and 2 scrolls of raise dead.
Damn.
Nice.
That is a fucking jackpot right there.
Yep. Definitely. So each of you go ahead and drag a potion of fire resistance and a potion of greater healing.
Well,
I
thank her.
say the bard and the cleric each get a scroll of raised dead, since they're the only 2 that can use it. Right?
Bard,
Bard,
cleric, paladin. Yeah, we don't have a paladin.
Pally, yep.
So raise dead. Okay.
The divine soul sorcerer can also do it.
That's not on the list.
Not
Whoever
on the
made the list
list.
screwed up.
Well, the
And then
divine
we've
soul sorcerer
got
can cast whatever.
elixirs of health. Potion of fire resistance. You guys have to decide on that. Who can use awaken? I think that's a druid mainly, isn't it?
Awaken is druid and bard. Druid can take it.
Seems very
Sure.
druidy to me. I'm gonna wake up a and mass cure
outstanding
wounds
scroll is not identified.
Oh, there
It's
is one.
outstanding.
So the mass cures is bard, cleric, and druid. So you guys have to figure out who should have.
Do we
that.
have a cleric?
You do. You have
Boren.
Yeah. I did. I never know what anybody is. Boren should probably take the mass cure scroll because he's used to curing people a lot.
That other scroll is a dim door scroll.
Oh, dim door.
Oil of etherealness.
Bard's. That's it. Just the bard. Oh, the sorcerer. So bard or sorcerer can use the dim.
Bard, sorcerer, warlock, wizard. We don't have. Yeah, sorcerer didn't take anything yet. Let him take it.
You gave me the scroll of awaken.
Oh, you're also the druid.
He's also the druid. Yeah.
All right, I'll take the dimension door. That's fine. So I need to add dimension door and raise dead to my.
And then everybody roll a d20. The lowest 2 don't get either one of those potions. So we'll just do it that way. So Osmark and Eric re-roll, please. So Osmark and Kalis, you have to step out.
Okay.
And then the other 3 of you guys just whoever grabs them first gets them. Go. There you go. Elixir of health going to who's the other one?
Eric.
Shadows. Oh, there you go. All right, that's easy. Done. All right, so
What do you wish in return for your assistance?
She says, "You have brought me the puzzle box and information on the shield, and you're gonna try and save El Terrell. This is the least I could do to help you. And possibly save Baldur's Gate as well. When you're ready to leave to Traxkar's tower, let me know." Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Slobber Chops is probably not the best creature to be flying around in Avernus. Meow, meow.
Does
we may
this
need
lady
food.
like cats? Do you like kitties?
He's like, my
Do you
closet
like-
and this
I'm guessing her
cat will
response
get
is how
along
much.
nicely. She's like, I will ensure Slobber Chops gets a fine home somewhere in Candlekeep. He will be here waiting for you when you return. I'm going to take Slobber Chops and Fallister Fisk out of the party. Tighten it up a little. And in the morning, when you guys are all settled in, ready, everybody's ready to go, relax, ready, Silvera ushers you to a crescent-shaped landing platform, like on the side of the keep. She takes you out. It's got a stunning view of the sea. Waiting for you on top of this platform, are several griffins with saddles, their handlers standing nearby to help you.
Oh
She says,
no.
the griffins have instructions to fly you to Traxgore's tower, says Silvera. Don't worry, she looks at Shadows and says, it's safe. So as you guys mount up on these griffins, they kind of take it's raining as usual in this part of the woods. And the griffins, as you get on top, they snip at you a little and fidget as griffins do, but the handlers are quick to make sure that they don't get out of hand as you guys get on top of their saddles, and the handlers tell you how to hold on, and the griffins can take care of everything. Just hold on. The griffins take flight and they fly out over Candlekeep. They take a one big like pass around the beach line and across the front of the Candlekeep area, and then head west back out over the sea. Give you guys a view of that.
Oh,
Caca, caca. The griffins take flight and head out to sea, flying just below the clouds. Candlekeep looks no less majestic from the air, but grows smaller as the griffins soar westward. Large, rocky islands pass below you, and beyond them lies the open sea. After a long journey, you see a windowless, doorless stone tower which somehow floats in the sky ahead. The griffins pass through jagged holes riddling the tower's conical peak to land on the top floor below, which has a spiral staircase leading down.
to hell.
So the griffins land, and you're free to dismount and do what you want.
Kalis will fall off his throw up on the floor.
Scared of heights?
Hope to never do that again.
The griffins kind of, after you guys get off, they kind of like huddle in a little clutch together. Looks like they're resting, gonna take a rest. They're like a little out of breath as a pretty good jaunt for them. One level down, you see a cluttered chamber illuminated by various objects upon which continual flame spells have been cast. Scurrying around the room is an otter dressed in a tiny red cassock. The otter mumbles to himself in common. Are you sure? Where's my tuning fork? I don't see my tuning fork. And he like pops his head up and he looks around and he goes, oh, Oh, and he stands upright, because he was around four legs, and he like pops his head up like a little meerkat does, and he notices you, and he says, "Oh boy, oh, Lulu!" He yells, "Wake up! Our guests have arrived!" At that sound of her name, a small elephant with golden fur appears from under a pile of blankets, like part of the blankets hanging off of one of her big ears. Behind her head, there's some wings, and she pops her head up and she looks around. Her trunk's all up in the air. And let's see. From under a pile of blankets near a table strewn with alchemic equipment, the elephant takes to the air on feathery wings and lets out a pleasant trumpet sound.
It's fucking
So
Dumbo.
it's Dumbo. So
It's
here's
Dumbo.
here's my my image of Trexor. He doesn't have the spear, but
Otterfolk made that
And
one.
Lulu,
Jesus. That is
Lulu,
creepy looking, man.
she's like, hi.
It's all good
She
till
says
he
in
eats
your
her
head.
face.
She says hello to you in her head. Hello.
And this just got really weird.
So the otter is
Right.
not a familiar. It's an actual person. It's the wizard.
Yes, Trexor. He says, "Oh, don't be alarmed by my appearance. I was polymorphed into an otter years ago, and I just decided I preferred this new form to my original one because I was an old man. But look at me, I can lick my balls.
Yes, I know. That is a cool trick.
So I used the wish spell to permanently make myself into an otter. Ain't I cute?" He smiles with his little otter teeth.
Very good.
He's like, "Well, I was in the middle of trying to find my tuning fork when you guys arrived."
Well, we're riding a train, and I guess we are probably going to help you find your tuning fork if you want.
Ah. Characters can help Trexor search for his missing tuning fork, which is keyed to the 9 hells.
Oh,
It's the
yeah.
one that I keyed. Whoever rolls the highest on a wisdom perception check finds the tuning fork.
Give us the box. Give us the box.
What's in
Oh, the box.
box?
Yeah. Let's see.
What's in the
What's in the
Everybody,
box? The worst piece of acting ever. What's in the box?
perception.
Mm-mm-mm. 25
All right,
seems
so,
to be pretty high.
Orin is like, "Here it is. I found it." However, Shadows, you're like, "Ooh."
I'm just
Says,
looking at this otter, thinking how I
Whoever
can roast it.
whoever rolls the lowest finds a random trinket determined by
Ooh.
rolling on the trinkets table
Shadows.
5 of the player's handbook.
Trinkets table.
Oh, and
Rob TV module.
thank you, whoever put this in the fancy ground because they gave us the trinket table right here.
That's Rob TV did that.
All right, Rob, I know somebody.
Did it get a?
So you find a
cat
glass
hit?
orb filled with water in which swims a clockwork goldfish.
Oh, nice.
Oh, sweet.
That's
You're
pretty
like,
sweet.
I'm gonna call him Bubbles.
Bubbles. Is that an item, or do I just need to make a?
You should be able to drag it from the.
Is there
It's
an
not
item?
actually an item, but there you go. I'll help you out.
Yeah, it's not.
Cool.
I don't. Is it not an item? Don't I have it in the items? Isn't that a thing I did? Maybe I didn't. Oh no, maybe not trinkets. I don't fucking know, you guys. How many years ago was that?
It's
Isn't
just
that Xanathar?
you looked at
items,
100 freaking trinkets and go,
Yeah.
I'm not making a damn for every one of
It
these.
is. It says with items. So if you go to the items, then what's it called? Goldfish. Glass orb filled with water. Boom! Right there. Right there. Only records which you own can be shared. Bitch. But the item, all it is just a title. So it's just an item that has that title. No weight or
You can
cost or
figure
anything.
that. That's easy enough.
I've already made it.
Yeah. You could have opened the module, but there you go. I don't fucking skimp on shit, guys. I do it all.
So Drake,
So
before
did
we
you, Brandon.
had left, am I able to take the book with me? If not, I'm going to make notes in my blank book on this devil thing that she gave me. What I mean,
No,
that
you
I found
weren't.
in
You
the
were not
library.
able to take the book with you. No.
I'm going to take notes in the blank book that I had bought with some of the major
Okay.
key points.
Note away. Thanks, DMG. I can't copy and paste though, bastard. Or Monster Manual, wherever that came out of. All right, so he's like, I found the fork. Are you guys ready?
We're ready next week.
But let's do just one more thing. Is everybody gets to roll for an inspiration card?
I just rolled for
Hey!
2. What's up?
2.
No, you only get 1.
I have 2
all got it.
inspirations.
Right, you
Yeah.
lose the other one.
What? What kind of fucking bullshit is that?
Hey, you need to read the fucking manual, dude. It's your shit. I think it says you only get to use 1, you lose the other inspiration point.
That's not true. I mean, that's not how I do it. I mean, if that's your rule, that's
No,
fine.
I think that's in your rules. I think it's in there.
No, it's not. But
All right, where's the inspiration stuff at? Let's see.
If I would have known that, I would have used the inspiration during. I was saving it on purpose. That's not fair. I would have used it.
Inspiration cards. Let's see. I thought there was a whole thing on this.
What rules are you even talking about? All right, well, I'm gonna roll on one of them anyway.
Well, it just says at the end of the session, players can trade 1 inspiration point in at the end of the game, if they have it.
Where is this that you're reading this?
In the inspiration and inspiration cards that was linked to on the player's screen.
Oh, okay, so then I didn't know that. Oh well, fuck it.
I did know it. I typed it, but I didn't know it.
No, that's not my rule. I did not do that. I know I didn't do that.
I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
I don't know where the fuck you got that. It's on the it's on the inventory thing that you made for us at the beginning of the campaign called Player's Screen. Right?
There's a link to inspiration and inspiration cards entry. I don't know what module that's from.
Where is the inspiration stuff at? Story?
Well, I see the thing. Let me see. Inspiration is still earned as normal. Using inspiration. If you have inspiration, you can expend it and blah, blah, blah. Additionally, if you have inspiration, you can reward another player. Blah, blah, blah. 1 inspiration is given at the beginning of the session for people ready on time. Inspiration is no longer carries over to the next session. What? Can't use more than 1 inspiration for trading in for cards at the end of the session. Max 3 cards. Oh, that's not. Fuck, I don't know. That is in the module. Whatever. It's fine. As long as I know now, I can remember that going forward. But I did not know that. I was saving it the whole fucking game so that I could roll twice on this fucking table. Now you're not gonna let me do it. So. All
right, I'll tell you what. Since
I don't want
saving
any charity and I don't want any pity, and fuck it. I'm just gonna take my 1 card.
No, I was gonna say there is a 20% chance that you get it. So roll under a 20 on percentage and you can get it.
All right, here we go.
We'll let fate decide.
Yeah. I rolled a d4.
I thought you rolled
I rolled a 27.
Okay, what do you want? Percentage? Okay, hold
20
on.
or lower. Let's see it.
There's all of
Do
us
that
that
shit.
have 2.
Oh, freaking 11. Nice. You did it. Do you have room? You can only have 3.
Right,
So.
but I want to check my cards and see what's good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Discard 2. Oh, we had a couple more with them? Yeah, you guys suck.
All right, hold on. Cheap shot. Okay, Ron can fucking fuck off. I don't want that one. Use this card when making Arcana, History, or Nature religion check. Treat it as if you roll. No. So after all that, I'm not even going to take what I rolled.
All right, so we're going to start here with you guys getting ready to go into Avernus.
Yeah.
Avernus and El Terrell with Lulu and Rhea Mantlemorn, the Hellrider, in tow. As you guys
So
are going to
Lulu's
plane
coming
shift.
with us?
She is, because Lulu has a story that she's going to tell you guys. But since it's after midnight, you can't feed the gremlins.
Well, good thing we have a druid to clean up after her.
She says in her head to you, I can wipe my own ass.
What the fuck does that mean?
Well, good.
I can
And that's
wipe
it.
my own ass. Holy
It's
shit.
Sunday morning in the East Coast for
Yes,
some
it
of
is.
us.
You are in the future. That's crazy.
I'm in the future.
It's only 9 o'clock here.
I know, right? You guys got like 3 more hours. I'm ready for bed.
I'm going to go watch The Mandalorian Chapter 4.
Me too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep,
wow.
yep, me
Are
too.
we
That is a fucking
are
good show. I did not
week,
want to buy
right?
Disney Plus. Totally worth it.
what is our schedule looking like?
Next week. Next Saturday.
Yep.
Or if you're older than say 60 or 65, you say Saturday with an E sound instead of an A sound.
Saturday.
Saturday.
Actually,
So-
we've got 2 more sessions here. Next week, though, Diablo Bob is not going to be present. Do you want someone else to run your character, or do you want the DM to kill him? I mean,
No, the
Um,
second option's very bad. Don't pick that.
Yeah. I'm gonna say Rob can run him because he does have experience with the druids and all that stuff.
Okay,
he's
sounds
just
good.
got an Eldritch Blast. That's all he's going to
No,
do.
I don't do that. I'm not a fucking Eldritch Blaster.
Yeah, just Dino and Chainsaw the
When
bitch.
you run the
Yeah.
Warlock, all you do is Eldritch Blast. All right, so Rob's going to be dual biting next week. Nice.
Right on.
Excellent. And then we will be gaming on the 14th as well. So we've got 2 more weeks, and then we're taking a 2-week off for Christmas and New Year break.
That's right.
And then
Because
we'll be
Rob
back
has to go
on
be at the
4th of
50-yard line
January.
at the Seahawks 49ers game during that time. That's right.
Yeah, yep. But I may come up with an off shot or something. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. But we won't be streaming it anyways. So, but with that, I'm going to turn it over to Rob to close down the stream and give you guys your rewards and all that good stuff. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. We appreciate it.
All right. Thanks, Drake, for the game.
game.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
It's a lot of fun, Drake.
See you.
See you guys.
See you next time, everybody. All right, there they go. There go the players, everybody, and I'll put up the slides. For all of you that hung out for the stream and waited till the end, I'm going to give you guys points. I'm going to give you guys XP, and you never know what I'm going to do. Normally it's 100. Today it's a fucking 1,000. What? What just happened? Oh my god. I don't know. And I'm also going to let you guys know stuff that comes on the screen as soon as I put other shit in the chat, which is stuff like this. Here's all the things you can do to help or be involved with the channel. You can go to Discord. You can go to Patreon. I'm going to put out my Patreon message in just a few hours because it's going to be December 1st. You can also cheer bits, you can sub to the channel or donate. If you do any of those three things, you affect the bit boss, which again is Lady
Cheer
Shell.
bits. Cheer bits in the stream. Thanks
Oh,
for the
there it
cheer
is.
bits.
Marbania just cheered 100 bits. Lady Shell's going to go from 47.50 to 46.50 because of the attack. That's right. Thank you, Marbania. You guys can also donate. You can what's the other things? Oh, you can go to the DM's Guild. DM's Guild monster day today. Let me count this up. 4, 8, 11, 12, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Scroll down. 23, 27, 29, 31, 33, 35, 37, 38, 39, 40. Why do I hear something? Some videos playing. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 49, 50, 51, 53. Scroll down.
Still have a lisp in my mind. I don't know
54, 55, 58. Oh, I know what it is. It's VC. I gotta clear VC. These guys are talking in VC. I gotta get rid of it. Close. 58 was the number I was counting. 8, close. Close all this shit. Shut these guys up. I don't know why it's not working. Hang up. Call. There we go. I somehow must have not left the call. Okay.
You guys aren't muted.
Exit. I still don't know how I'm hearing them. Not. Oh, clean feed. There we go. Okay. Now it's over. Okay. 58, 59, 60, 62, 64, 66, 67, 68, 71. So 73 items sold today on the DM's Guild, guys. That's huge. 73 items. Wow. So in addition to the DM's Guild, you can also go subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can follow me on Twitter or check out the Facebook page. Now, let me go right back over to OBS. Yeah, so tomorrow at 1 p.m., we're going to have episode 17 of Acquisition Incorporated. That'll be fun. And then tomorrow night, we're going to have episode 94. Valerian and Diablo Bob will be on the show with us talking about Fantasy Grounds Portals. And then Monday, Module Creation Monday. And then starting Thursday, we've got a new game, Star Trek Adventures. Same time as always, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, Star Trek Adventures Session 0 on Thursday the 6th. And then Friday, of course, is Dungeon of the Mad Mage. And then... yeah, that seems like the wrong date. It's not the 6th, it's the 5th. Yeah, I fucking did that wrong. Need to go check that. Star Trek, yeah, it's the 6th. It's the 5th. Gotta change that. Okay, so I made the slide wrong. It's the 5th because Thursday is the 5th, not the 6th. So I gotta go fix that. Anyway, and that's how you do it, everybody. That's the whole shebang. Rob 2, you have Star Trek on Thursday, December 6th. Thursday, December 5th. Yeah, I just said that. Yeah, I'm gonna go fix it. I'm gonna fix it right now. So I'm gonna go in here. And that's not the one I need. I need Star Trek. Star Trek open. What the fuck? Star Trek. Open the fucking thing. Star Trek. Here we go. Let's open it up. What the fuck? Oh, I didn't even fucking... Jesus fuck. Alright, so I fucked up. Okay, hold on, everybody, hold on. I really messed up. Okay, so I gotta save this as fucking fuck. I saved the file wrong. And not only did I yeah, it's a long fucking story, everybody. Just trust me. I saved it. Okay, save that. All right, now I gotta add in. I gotta somehow fucking copy this. All right, copy, Duplicate layer, yeah, and then move it. Okay, now I've got to fucking redo that shit. And it's got to be 12.5. And I got to change the color of it to some like fucking green thing or something. That, okay, and then move it. Why doesn't it fucking line up? Okay, there we go. Okay, move, yeah. Sessions, okay, so now I'm going to save it again. Save as JPEG. Star Trek announce, save it. Okay, now it should be right, even though I fucked up the whole goddamn thing. Now it should be right. Let's see if it is. Let's first of all, I gotta put it in here. And go to OBS and see if it comes up the right way. Alright, it's you guys have probably already seen it, but I wasn't looking. Now I'm looking. And now it is right. Okay, good. There we go. That's how you do it. Alright, I fixed it, everybody. So good. I'm gonna go watch The Mandalorian. Hope to see you guys all back here tomorrow afternoon for Acquisition Incorporated, and or tomorrow night for the Sunday night show. And until then, good gaming, everyone.